Hello, dear ones. I'm Drax16 coming at you today with another video. So it's been a while since I've done a video about mental health, so I figured that I might as well do one now. So I want to quote a Bible verse before we get into this, but today's video is about depression. And, you know, in Psalm chapter 28, verse number 7, God says, the Lord is my, well, through the psalmist, God says through David, the Lord is my strength and my shield. In him my heart trusts, and I am helped. Now, David went through some really dark times. His first child with Bathsheba died, and that was a punishment for his adultery. In fact, he describes that period of he went through a period of unrepentance. So there was a period of time where David was unrepentant of that sin. How do I know that? Well, because he says elsewhere in the book of Psalms that his period of being silent was that, he compared it to having broken bones. Let these bones you have broken rejoice. So David went through some really hard times, but he says, the Lord is my strength and my shield. And so if you're not a Christian and you know you're not a Christian, well, there's your number one problem right there. So I'm not saying that once you get saved that you'll never have depression again. I'm saved and I still suffer from depression. So, and most of the Christians that I've met are not doubting my salvation as though, well, if you really were born again, you wouldn't suffer from depression. Well, that wasn't the case with Charles Spurgeon, the Prince of Preachers, and yet no one is questioning his salvation, right? Well, no Protestant, anyways. Um, So, what often happens with someone who tries to treat depression is that the non depressed person will try and communicate with the depressed person, but the non depressed person will try and talk at them, not necessarily to them. So, they'll quote, you know, Bible verses and say, well, you shouldn't go down that road of depression because, God is going to send you to hell if you commit suicide. Now, that's not really helpful to just threaten them with hellfire because when someone is feeling a depressive episode, they're not in their right mind. So, now I'm not saying you shouldn't mention hell. I'm just saying don't let that be your driving force because they don't really need to be talked to and say, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, and you need to go this, you need to go here, you need to go to therapy, you need to get on medication. You're talking at them, but you're not hearing them out. And that's what so many people who have depression miss. They miss the fact that no one really, they miss people caring about them, but about them on a deep level. Sometimes you don't even need to talk at all. Sometimes you just need to listen. In fact, there's a song by Suicidal Tendencies called Nobody Hears. And I would recommend that song. In fact, I'll leave a link at the description of this video underneath the video. I'll leave a link to it. Just listen to the lyrics, read the lyrics, look them up. Nobody Hears by Suicidal Tendencies. Look at it's not vulgar or sexual or anything like that, so you don't have to worry. But, you know, you don't necessarily need to talk at someone, you need to understand them. Because a lot of times when I'm suffering from a depressive episode, it's not that no one cares, it's that no one, I mean, my family does care about me to an extent, but when I'm having a depressive episode, all of that goes out the window and I'm not capable of thinking clearly. So please don't make any judgments on someone's soul if they are depressed. Don't talk at them, talk with them, and not even with them, but just listen to them. Listen to the fact that, let's say someone is a closeted homosexual and someone outed them and they feel like their life is going to be over if anyone finds out about it. Just listen to them, let them speak and hear them out, and pray for them. You don't have to pray for them like publicly because if they're an atheist, they probably won't really appreciate it. Or maybe they will. I don't know. I guess it depends on whether they're one of those Dawkins followers, the what are they called? New atheists or something like that. A new atheist might be offended if you pray for them, but I don't. Doesn't matter if they're offended or not. You should still pray for them. Just don't do it with them around. Pray for them when you're alone by yourself during your quiet devotional time. So listen to them. And it's interesting to me because whenever I'm feeling really sad and depressed, God always sends a jinn to come and speak to me and comfort me. Now, a jinn is like a spirit. It's like a spirit, and I believe in jinns. I cannot prove that they exist, but I do believe that jinns exist. Um, but they're like spirits in essence. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, some of them are Christians, some of them are non Christians, some of them are helpful, some of them want to cause you harm, some want to love you. So, but it's not like I'm conjuring them up or engaging in any summoning rituals or calling on them in prayer. No, no, no. They talk to me the same way that a regular person talks to me. Anyways, not going to. I have other videos about jinns, so you can look at those if you would like. But God always seems to send me a jinn who's willing to talk to me and who's willing to comfort me. And that comes from God. And so you don't necessarily have to experience jinns to have comfort, though, because all you need is to act with compassion and to care about that depressed person. Don't threaten them with hellfire. Don't threaten them that they're not a good Christian if they're depressed. Don't do that, please. Um, please don't do that because that's probably just going to make their feelings worse, their suffering worse. So please be a good listener. Just listen to them. Just listen to them talk, and don't come at them with a place of judgment and ridicule. That's only going to make them worse because when someone is experiencing that, they're not capable of thinking clearly. So please be patient with them if they say or think things that are offensive. That could have, I mean, if we comforted those who feel like nobody loves them, we wouldn't have so many shootings. We wouldn't have so many suicides. We wouldn't have so much depression. I mean, it's absolutely out of control, the amount of people that are depressed nowadays, myself included, although my depression isn't as bad as it was, say, 15 or 10 years ago. Just listen to them, dear ones, please, I'm begging you. It may be that you are going to minister to that person far on a level that's that far exceeds a medical professional or a therapist. Because if that person cares about you, they're going to listen to your advice. They're going to value your opinion. They're going to value the time that you spend with them. So, yeah, be a good ear, be a good listener, work on it, and pray for God to use you to minister to depressed people. So, yeah, that concludes my video for today. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope that all of you have a beautiful day. God bless you.